Greetings from Mount St. Mary Seminary, everyone. This is just a little video to give you an update on how well our forward campaign is going. First of all, just as a reminder, the forward campaign here at Mount St. Mary Seminary is part of a $30 million capital campaign of the entire university. That includes the university, the seminary, and the grotto as well. We're just about ready to go into the public phase of the forward campaign. As a reminder, the forward campaign for the seminary, our goal is $1.25 million, and it will go towards upgrading our historic home, providing our seminarians today and in the future of a comfortable home in which they can discern and be formed as priests. What I'd like to do is just kind of take you through a little bit of what we've been able to do from the initial generosity of some of our lead donors that have given us pledges and gifts and even cash on hand during this lead phase. I want to show you what we've been able to accomplish and how much more is to come when we move into the public phase. So just stick with us as we go from one spot to another in the seminary to show what you've been able to provide us with and what you can in the future. Well, we're back here in the mechanical room, and last time I showed you this room, there were two water heaters kind of working, and just barely supplying the amount of heat necessary to heat up the water and give the seminarians at least a warm shower in the morning. Because of the kind donation of some of our benefactors in the lead phase of the forward campaign, we've been able to use the cash on hand to purchase a third water heater, and you will see that there's another section here, a fourth section, in order to put a fourth water heater. And as you can hear, it's beginning to work now, and our seminarians are much happier with hot water in the morning. We are now in the inner room of the mechanical room, and this is the place where steam comes from all the way across campus to here and supplies power in order to supply heating or air conditioning throughout the seminary. Kind of think of it as a little bit of a refrigerator, where the front end is the cool air is coming out and the hot air is out the back, and it's really steam that powers this entire enclosed unit, heating and air conditioning unit. So what we're thinking of doing with your forward campaign contributions is transforming this completely by taking it off the steam. Now remember, the steam is made all the way across campus, and then it's piped underneath the campus and brought here to the seminary in order to be the power for air conditioning and heating. What we'd like to do is to transform it completely and make it into a natural gas heating and air conditioning unit. It'll be much more efficient. It'll all be done right here. Our natural gas line is already just outside McSweeney Hall here, and it'll make it much more efficient and less expensive. So we're hoping that by your forward campaign contributions, we'll be able to do this major project and help the seminary continue in the future to have an excellent and efficient air conditioning and heating system. Well, we've been inside, and now I wanted to take you outside to a project that was completed first, and that is the replacement of the cooling tower. This large apparatus, which is just outside the seminary, just outside of St. Bernard's Chapel, is what's responsible for giving cooling air in the months of heat, whether that's spring, summer, or early fall. Last fall, we were told that the old cooling tower was about to break down. It could have denied us any kind of air conditioning in the latter parts of the summer months and the beginning of the fall as the seminarians came back to the seminary. Praise God, and thank you for your prayers that it didn't fall apart. But the first thing that we used our forward money for was to replace this cooling tower. It's a brand new cooling tower. They're just about finished connecting it, and at this time of the year it's very important to have, because we will be soon transferring from heating to cooling, and our seminarians will have some air conditioning throughout the rest of the semester, and then all of the groups that come in during the summer, and then of course next fall when the seminarians return, we will have cool air available for them because of the cooling tower. This was over $100,000 in order to buy and install it. So we're very grateful to our donors who have contributed. We can do this and so much more if you continue to think about and contribute to our forward campaign. Thank you for those that are are really making our homes so much cooler because of your contributions to the Forward campaign. And I invite those who are thinking about contributing to think about the great benefits of upgrading our historic home and keeping seminary formation continuing throughout many, many years to come.
Well, the last time I showed you this beautiful porch, it was raining out here. Well, it's the middle of March and things are looking a lot better. It's a beautiful day, and soon, as the weather gets a little bit warmer, I know our seminarians and our faculty will be out here on this beautiful porch, relaxing, studying, enjoying, playing card games and other games. It's really a beautiful and also iconic part of Mount St. Mary's Seminary. Now, the problem is this, as I explained the last time, we have a very serious crack in this base and flooring of the porch. It's actually getting worse. We're told that it's still structurally sound, but there is some problem with the steel rebar in the concrete, and we really need to address it right away. It could take as little as $50,000, or it could be as much as $500,000. We're just not quite sure. One of the priorities on our Forward campaign is to look into and to repair the damage here on the porch. We yet have to get an estimate on how much it will cost. We need to have enough money in order to do whatever is necessary in order to fix the entire problem. This is one of the projects that is a top priority, but we don't yet have money in order to investigate just how much more we have to do in order to repair it. This porch goes back to 1906 when the building was made, and we really need your help to make this iconic porch of Mount St. Mary's Seminary a new porch, a porch that's going to be solid and useful for generations to come. At the beginning of the lead gift phase of the Forward campaign, we put together a priority list, some projects that we thought really needed to be addressed right away, and others sort of on a secondary list that we could address as long as we had enough money to do so. Well, one of the things that ended up on the secondary list was the revitalization of the bathrooms and showers in all the hallways of Mount St. Mary's Seminary. Unfortunately, however, last semester, this particular bathroom and these showers on 4th floor McSweeney had some serious problems. Last semester, these last two showers were completely unusable. They were leaking into the 3rd floor bathroom below. They had some very serious problems, so this particular project got moved up to a top priority, and because of what people have been giving to the Forward campaign thus far in the lead gift phase, we were able to then replace all 5 of these showers. They're now completely new plumbing, new partitions, new flooring, really upgrading it to something that's both beautiful and very functional. At last, the seminarians here in 4th floor McSweeney don't have to just use the last 3 showers. They have full use of all 5, and it is something that we've been able to invest in that will last for generations to come. This is just one example of some of the things that we hope to continue to do as the Forward campaign moves on. Our initial goal was $1.25 million, but really the needs around the entire seminary complex will cost us about $4.5 million. This is one of the things that we'd like to do in other areas of the seminary, but it's going to depend, and it's going to depend on us, on we who really want to contribute to this Forward campaign and not only meet but supersede the goal. With the money that's coming in above and beyond the $1.25 million, we'll be able to continue to upgrade our historic home and do projects that might be not necessarily on the top priority list, but going to things in which there's either an immediate need or things of a much lower priority, but still important in order that our seminarians have an adequate home for their formation. So thank you again for all that you're doing. And remember, the seminarians, even though it might not be seen physically by a lot of people, showers are very important to our men in the morning. So thank you very much for your contribution, and thank you for those who have already given that have made this project possible.